Is death. Okay. So I was gonna say another thing too, and I know I'm playing a lot of these characters that have ridiculous neutral, and it's really slowing the game down. It might not be the most fun thing in the world, but it kind of is the grind that has to happen for Joker. And I say that with good news on the other side of things, because you think of actually I don't know. Do you know the other Joker main that I've coached like a long time ago? His name's Tyson. He used to go by Ty.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, so he's someone I coached a long time ago, and I actually helped him get to the point where he won his first tournament, and now that was a while ago, like an online tournament. He destroyed everybody, and now he recently, I think it was like maybe 2 weeks ago, he won his first offline tournament, and he plays basically how I'm trying to teach you how to play, which is very, very, very slowly and very patiently, to the point of basically just strong arming the other person into just having no say. And the longer and more drawn out your neutral is, obviously you have more exchanges and more chances to get your exchanges. It gets to a point where if you're playing as safely as I am, but your punishes are as good as mine or better than mine, since you're playing Joker, he has ridiculous punishes and he can just kill, right? If he has Arsene, that is. Or if you get really good at going off stage or really good at controlling where people are going, these long-lasting games will start to get shorter and shorter, but they'll be in your favor as well, right? So just to give you an idea of basically where we're trying to go with this. So if you feel like for every coaching session I play, I just feel like I'm getting camped to death. I'm not necessarily trying to camp you. Like I am interacting, but the characters I'm choosing play slow, if that makes sense, right? I'm not sure. I don't think that I don't feel like you're complaining or anything like that. Like you're totally fine. I'm just pointing out that that's the direction that we're going in as far as trying to get you to play a very methodical Joker, because that's what you want. That's how you play him. If you play a mashy Joker, you will not get far. But yeah, this is basically this is a Karate Kid character. As far as Joker, you gotta learn a lot of really boring things first, or really slow developing things, to then be a very good Joker. If you want to just get in there and do fair one drag downs and smooth on people, it'll work on some bad players, and then it'll never work again. Like, it's good to know the combos, of course, but if you just fish for them, you're gonna get absolutely blown up. Definitely want to see a better punish than that versus that. Even if you only went for a dash attack, it's still better because you're going to get me off stage, right? The E-HUD just sends me up and I can easily get back into neutral. If it was Aegon, it's totally fine, but definitely go up there and at least like, get down throw raw back air, down throw fair, even just like a dash attack if you ran up for a down smash, right? E-HUD is a safe punish. So yes, it's still something, but you're leaving a lot on the table in that regard too, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, it's not wrong. It can just be more optimized punishes, like I was saying before. Once you get to a point where your punishes are like as good as they can possibly be, or almost as good as like humanly possible with this character, I do a dumb up smash like that in the corner and I'm off stage and I took 40, or I'm just dead, right? Because you go for an edge guard and you catch it with guns, or you back air me against the stage and something bad happens to me where I don't just get out of the corner for free, right? Right there, that's danger, right? When you landed with that back air, the back air is not necessarily bad, but the fact that you jumped towards me as far as you did, you want to be further back, right? And try and catch somebody going high or see what their option is. That was good movement. Don't just get out of the corner, right? Like you don't have to always punish me to get out, so that was good still. Look at me, too much space. I know I'm Sephiroth, but you still gotta try and keep pressure, make me scared. Because once you get inside my bubble, I don't have a lot of options to get you off of me, right? I'm gonna panic, and if I hit your shield with forward tilt, it's not safe. Oops, I didn't do that. Oof. So when you had me in the corner there, you went for 2 forward tilts, and you know that when I'm at that high of a percent, I'm probably gonna jump to get past you, since not that my jump is super high, but it's high enough and there's a platform there. I'm going to try and test my luck and hope that I can get there. If you throw like an up smash or something, I'm just going to jump away completely. If you go for an up air, then I'm going to try to like get past it. But you can still try and catch me with those things, right? If you go for up air or up smash, it's not guaranteed I'm going to get away. But if you're trying to cover under the platform too much, it makes it too easy for me to just jump past you. And I've done that a couple times now too, right? Nice. So yeah, up onto the platforms again, right? So if you're not sure if you're not sure if I'm going to go on the platform, under the platform, double jump or whatever, you could be throwing out Nair, right? Just throwing out Nair, because Nair will go through the platform. It'll be a weak punish on the platform, but it's at least going to stop me from getting past for free, right? So,
Yeah.
and I want to point out the difference between when you did the punish on the up smash that I did versus like ledge trapping me. If I do a up smash like that, it doesn't really matter where I am. That should be a hard punish, right? Even if you run up an F smash and that's all you do, it's like, all right, it's still something. But if I'm in the corner and I'm being ledge trapped and I'm not really pushing any buttons other than movement, you want to go for your wider sweeping moves to make sure that if you hit me, you're going to hit me in the direction that you want and keep the situation going and keep on putting on damage, right? It's good to get kills, of course, but you also want to try and scare me out of wanting to jump, because if I'm jumping and it's working, I'm never going to stop, right? If you want to condition me to jump, then you should be ready for every time I'm at the ledge that I'm probably going to jump, and you should go for like jumping back airs, right? Back airs, or going for like up airs, something like double jump up airs, trying and catch my jump and kill me off the top, or back air to kill me off the side, something, right? But if you're constantly going for like run up forward tilt, dash back forward tilt, you're going for down smashes, stuff like that at the ledge, as soon as I get up, I'm not going to just sit here and then like, I don't know, fight you like this. If I know you're going to throw something out on the ground, it's going to go like this and go around you, right? So every situation that is happening is something that you've created in some way, whether you've meant to do it or not, right? That's just what conditioning is. Conditioning is just playing. So
Yeah.
there's no ability to condition somebody with one move and not with the other. If you run up and do things on the ground, I'm going to jump, or I'm going to shield until it comes out. Or if I want to roll behind it, like it doesn't matter what it is. If I think you're going to land on my shield, I'll shield and I'll grab you. I'll shield and I'll narrow the shield. I'm going to do all kinds of stuff based on how you're playing, right? If you never jump, I'm going to always jump. If you always jump, I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to get up, I'm going to run underneath you, or I'm going to get up and I might roll, right? I wanted to do this, so I wanted to get up in the shield. All right, I do that. And as soon as you jump, then I'll go past you. I might go for a back air and try to reverse you. But it's going to look different, right? It's going to obviously always be changing, so it's hard to know what is the right thing to do. But that's also where probability comes into play, saying if you condition me to jump, assume I'm going to continue to jump until you punish it, right? So you kind of have to be a strong believer in whatever you see off the rip. If you run up and go like this, and I stay in shield, I'm going to believe that you're going to dash attack my shield every single time, right? And until you stop dash attacking my shield, I'm going to keep shielding, grabbing, and throwing you off stage, right? If you run up and go for a grab, now it's like he might grab or he might dash attack. So I'm going to go for a jump instead, right? So if you see that, let's say, for example, you go for another dash grab and I jump, next time, go for like a fair or like a raw back air or something to try and punish the fact that you think as soon as I shield, I'm going to jump, right? So you're kind of creating layers of conditioning throughout the game. And that happens in every single game as well. That's just what adapting is too. Shouldn't. Okay. So even right there, you saw how I did that flare, and as soon as I threw out the flare, I went for a full hop fair, right? So neutral B in the full hop fair, because I was assuming that you would jump out of shield there, but even though you didn't, right? I think you dropped shield, went for a forward tilt. You didn't get punished, and I didn't get punished, right? I'm just covering more and more space, and that's something that you'll get the hang of as well, where it's like, I'm gonna go for this full hop fair or whatever, because most people here would probably jump after getting the shield hit, especially against Sephiroth, who could break your shield with down smash if you stay there, or I could forward tilt or F smash you if you try and run in, right?
Yeah.
Right? So you went for the more standard thing to do, which is to just run in, and I went for the more, I guess, indirect approach, because like if I thought you were going to run in, which I guess some players could do or some would do, I could have just went for the Unga Bunga play, which is flare F smash, and the F smash would have killed you, right? So although you didn't get punished, it's almost like once you get to the next level of play, I don't know, it's almost, you're in a cross section right now, because if I was a less experienced player, I probably would have went for an F smash, which would have worked against you, right? But I was expecting you to do the more experienced player thing, which is to get hit by something on shield and go for a jump. That's why I went for a fair. And in the probability of staying alive, if you got hit by fair, I'm not sure what percent you were at, but let's just say if you were at 100 even. Fair's not going to kill you, right? F smash will absolutely kill you. So it's just a probability / likelihood of if I drop shield and run in here, forward tilt, down smash, F smash, instant dash attack, all those things are on the ground and all those things would kill you. Even if we traded, like with instant dash attack versus your forward tilt, you're still going to die, right? So
Yeah.
of course, I could have gone for back air. And if I back aired you at 100, then you definitely would have died, right? So the best counterplay for you in that situation, if you're like, okay, if I jump, it's safer, but I can still die to back air. The safest thing you could have done, and this is like an offline thing, is stay in shield and see what I do after flare. Because if I went for a down smash, you can jump away from that, and I have to commit to the down smash, right? If I do jump in fair or go for a back air, you can stay in shield and just wait, or you can drop shield and run underneath me and just get back on stage. I'll admit what we're going through right now is probably the biggest growing pains thing in all of Smash, as far as putting together pieces in your head to say this is why something would or wouldn't happen based on what most people would do. And it's very hard to believe a lot of the things. It's like, oh, well, a good player would do this, a bad player would do this, and I don't find a good player, therefore I'm going to go for this. I was going to say, so far, you notice how I've been jumping every single time and conditioning you to not jump, and you've been rewarded for not jumping, right? So you saw every single time I went for full hop back air, and you never jumped. So it was the right thing to do in that situation. Then eventually it's like, okay, well, I believe he's never going to jump, so I'm just going to go for a down smash here, and you weren't ready for it, and that's kind of what happens, right? So I created a situation based on how I was playing, and that's kind of just to like wrap up everything we've been talking about. You can very easily do that if you're paying attention to how I'm reacting to you, right? It doesn't really matter what you do, just know what the answer is to the other side of your, I guess, ledge trap equation or whatever you want to call it, right? If I'm going like this over and over again, I'm trying to get you to do that, right? That's what I want you to do. If you're going to stay in shield, I'm going to dash up and go for a grab, or I'm going to go for like a shield break. Oops. Jeez. I did it. There's not much you could do there. Like I was at 167, even third stock, like our first stock. That's prime time to just go for something stupid.
Yeah.
I could have gone for up B down too. Yeah, you're at that next phase. Like you can try and optimize your combos a little bit more, and you can work on some frame data stuff as far as if you know what I do is clearly unsafe. Based on your character's potential out of shield options, then you could be going for a lot more. There's quite a few times where I hit your shield and I was behind you and you just didn't back air, right? Back air is frame 10 out of shield. So if something hits your shield as frame 11 or even frame 10 and above, which is frame 11, 12, 13, 14, all the way up, you could be back airing every single time, right? And as Arsene, that could be kills or guaranteed edge guards or ledge trap situations, just from me hitting your shield with like a forward tilt or a down tilt or an instant dash attack, or if I whiff a grab right beside you and I miss, that's a free back air, right? So the next thing I guess that we'd be working on would be really optimizing your out of shield options and knowing what you have to do as far as is someone in front of me or behind me. You really have two main options. You have up smash for in front of you, back air for behind you, right? You can go for nair out of shield too, but it's 3 frames slower than either of those options, frame 13 off the ground, and it hits in front and in the back, but also at the back of the hit, it's much slower. It's frame 13 at like the top portion, like when the first hitbox comes out. By the time it gets behind him, it's like frame 17 or 18. So it's kind of slow for a reverse punish, but if you really do know if someone's going to cross up your shield or if they're not, this is just recognition of moves as well. Right, so just matchups and just knowing, okay, someone like Snake or Wolf, their dash attack almost always crosses up. So instead of going for a back air when it crosses up, I'm going to, let's say, drop shield and go for an instant dash attack, or go for a fair out of shield, or drop shield, dash grab, drop shield, pivot cancel, forward tilt, right? And a lot of these things you'll know in advance, like once you've learned them, right? It comes with experience. So when someone does something to your shield, it's like, oh, this is the automatic punish, and the automatic punish is back air every single time. I'm just going to do it,